I've never had the right to be myself. I never found myself. I never had the right to be me. I couldn't find my place. This is something that I hear quite often from clients, especially when we go deep in our inner work. And funny enough, it could be people that are there not sure where they stand, or it could be people who are actually quite accomplished and strong, supposedly, in who they are, but underneath that comes this, I just had to put on a mask because I never had the right to be me. And so to survive, I had to have this persona. What do we do with that? Because sooner or later, that will catch up to you. Because the soul's calling is for wholeness. The soul's calling is for this ease and abundance, and that's who you came here to be. So sooner or later, that mask won't be enough. And this video is for you to connect a little bit deeper to that wholeness, for you to feel a little bit safer, to drop that mask and understanding what to do. And there's one key point to this, what to do when your inner critic just comes at you. Look at you. You still haven't found yourself. What do we do with those words, and how do we transmute it and actually utilize it as fuel to find ourselves? Let's dive right in. I don't know how to live life as me. I don't know who I am. I've lived life according to other people's rules. I lived a life according to other people's shoulds and musts, and this is what you're supposed to do, and this is what will bring you success and happiness and joy. And I have those check marks, and I'm still empty. And I'm still not there, and all those things that I thought will bring me joy don't. And I don't know who I am. What do we do with that? And there's one key that I want you to understand about this. All of us, men, women, have masculine and feminine energies within us. Okay? Doesn't matter where you stand, there's a masculine and a feminine within you. The masculine's about doing, going, creating, giving. The feminine is about openness, receptivity, flow, intuition, being. And a lot of us think that with a go, 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 and I'm completely disconnect from my feminine because that's weak and vulnerable and we don't want that. If I'm go, go, go and I accomplish and I produce, then I will find myself. And that's what our society preaches. And it's not the balanced, healthy masculine, it's actually the shadow masculine that's really coming up in our society right now actively. And there's nothing wrong with the doing, there's nothing wrong with the striving, there's nothing wrong with the goals as long as they come from that intuition, they come from that feminine. The feminine energy is what inspires. The feminine energy is the heart connection, is the ease, is the flow, the inspiration, those actions that are inspired by the heart. That life that is lived from a soul, from a soul's calling, a soul perspective, in alignment with. And so when we're there doing, because other people's told us to, because someone else told us we're going to be happy, and we're denying our connection to self, we're denying our intuition, we're denying our, wait a second, what do I want? And not with an agenda of, well, I want $1 million because that will make me happy and other people will like me. But what do I want from my soul? My soul doesn't care if someone approves of me or not. Doesn't give a damn. The soul cares for your expansion, for your happiness, for your joy, for your bliss. And from that place, you naturally give to others from the overflow. But here's the thing. When the mind goes into, I never had the chance to be me. I always listened to what others wanted. There's a beautiful book, I believe it's Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, and it was written by a nurse who was there spending the time with, taking care of people who were on their deathbeds, and she kept hearing the regrets that people had by the end of their life. And the number one regret was, I wish I lived a life for myself and not one that others wanted me to live. So that's a big deal, right? We are now more and more becoming aware of, wait a second, what do I want? We see people, having it all supposedly and still being miserable. And we get to ask ourselves, wait, who am I? But here's an important key that I want to bring in here. Just like we're in that hamster wheel of, right, accumulation and do and go, and that shadow masculine that our society pushes so hard. We are, in the same way, going to go to the shadow hamster wheel of that inner work. If we try to live up to a particular persona, right, I have to build up this me. Who is this me that I get to live as? This is a dangling carrot that your ego's got that you're never going to get out of if that's what you follow. Because the reason that I start describing the whole masculine and feminine energy within us is because you need to understand that the feminine is a very important part of you. And the feminine is that flow. You can name a river. But as you name it and you look at it like, oh, this is the name of the river, the water has already moved on and it's not the same water, even though it may have the same name. And we are as that river. You are as that river. It's not stagnant, it's flowy. So having this idea, and this is where the mind gets us, right? It's like, well, my life is so hard and so miserable, and the problem is that I don't know who I am and I haven't lived from me. You will never ever get to this place of a stagnant me. And the only way to be happy, to thrive, to feel that freedom, that connection to self, is being willing to work with and have fun with and dance with those feminine, I want to say storms even sometimes. The fluctuations, the dance, the moves, the flow, the storms. Because that is life, because that is a natural part of life. That river keeps flowing. You keep changing, you keep evolving. That was your natural state. You came here being happy with that. But other people wanted you to be stagnant. Well, you're unpredictable, or I need to know what to expect from you. So therefore, you have to be in a particular framework that either I will put you in, or you need to decide a framework for yourself. And look, in my work with my one-on-one clients, we absolutely go into the masculine, into the balanced masculine. What are your values? What is your North Star for the time that we work together? Those things are important. That structure, that framework is important as long as it's coming from a heart space, right? That's when it actually can get you to places where you want to go, where you want to expand, what you want to move forward to. So I'm not saying that that framework isn't important. But I'm saying is that when we write it in stone and become so rigid about it, we're missing life entirely. And so as somebody brought this up recently, I really meant it. This comes up so often in sessions, but I just recently had a call when someone brought this point up. I just want to live from my point. I want to understand who I am. You never will. And the gift, that's the gift. That every day you get to wake up and say, ooh, what is this persona that is I? What do they want to do today? What are they passionate about today? What excites them today? And moving in that direction, allowing yourself to move, not have this water that is stagnant. A river that is blocked off is going to start developing, is going to get icky and have all this bacteria and stuff. You don't want that. Allow yourself to be that free-flowing river. How open are you to life? How open, and noticing this, right, from 1 to 10. 1, this is not comfortable, I'm terrified of this. 10 is, this feels amazing. I would love to see the number below. Where are you at with this? How comfortable is this concept to you? 1, not at all. 10, very. 10's like, yes, flow all the way. And also checking with yourself the other one, right? The other way around. What about the masculine energy? How comfortable are you with a structure? How comfortable are you with a framework? Because what happens oftentimes is we rebel. We may have grown up in the structure where, there are rules and things to follow, and now we're like, I want nothing to do with that. That terrifies me because I've witnessed the shadow aspect of it. Okay? And it's about coming into balance with the two, coming into the light aspect of both the masculine and the feminine energies. So the takeaway from this video, why I was making it, is that if you believe that you're going to be happy when you create this persona that is you, it won't happen. It's a process. Can you get curious with life? Can you get playful with life? Are you willing to allow that energy to move through you? And on this note, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for watching. And by the way, there's a free gift for you down below in the description where we actually get, it's a practice, a subconscious practice where you get to drop those masks. You get to drop those personas and connect to something much deeper. So check that out, absolutely free. That is my gift to you because we rise together, and the more of us can let go of those masks, the more of us can come into this essence and be the part of this beautiful mechanism that is life that we came here to be. We're going to thrive. Our world is going to thrive. So on this note, I thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.